I still haven't recovered from that game on Thursday night against Team USA, where Canada declared itself as the champions of hockey once again by winning the Four Nations face-off in an incredible game, an incredible week of hockey that felt close to Stanley Cup Finals energy. And it's crazy to think that now we have to go back and still watch the regular season before we even get to the playoffs. Hell, we're not even at the trade deadline yet. It's a crazy time, an emotional time. What a moment for Canada. And, here we are. We're getting back into the swing of things as Jets fans. I expected Kevin Cheveldayoff to do something during the break. Honestly, it just made sense. You have a whole week off from, regular season activities. You probably will do something, I would imagine. I was expecting a trade, but I wake up this morning to see that the Winnipeg Jets have re-signed center Vladislav Namestnikov to a 2-year contract with $3 million. Now, honestly, I'm just going to say it right now. I really like this deal. $3 million annual AV for the next 2 years is a very fair contract for Vladislav Namestnikov. He's fit in really, really well here, considering what the price was to bring him in way back when. This was his third full year with the Jets, actually. He's been really good for us. Like, he's really answered the calls and been the perfect Swiss Army man. Like, I know we like to call Nino Niederreiter that, but considering where Vlad has played in the lineup, you see that 29 points, you see the 10 goals. He's been the second-line center for pretty much a majority of last year and for this year, and I know his advanced stats don't scream, that good of a player, but he is. Like, this guy can play anywhere in your lineup and be effective, and you look at his career, he had some success with Tampa Bay, bounced around with the Rangers, played in Ottawa, played with the Red Wings, he never really had a stable home, outside of Tampa Bay, and I really think that he's found that in his later years of his career and with Winnipeg now, and I love to see that. I think he really fits in well here. I know the organization likes him. I really like his play, and I think with the cap going up, $3 million for a guy that can just fit in anywhere in your bottom six, I think is a fair price. I think you're going to start to see really good, solid bottom sixers get that $3 million price tag a lot more normally now in the next years to come. I really think with the cap going up, you're going to see that type of player that Vladislav Namestnikov is. The price is going to go up on that. The premiums are going to go up on a lot of players and what they bring, and Vladdy he's very underrated, and I think even within the fan base, we underrate him. Like I said, Nino Niederreiter gets a lot of love because of that Adam Lowry line and how good he plays down there in the third line, and, at times we're always looking at Namestnikov as a guy that we need to upgrade in the spot that he plays in, and it's not because he's a bad player, but because he does play out of his limits sometimes, like he is a Swiss Army man that you can plug into situations, as a good, solid option to score you goals and be an effective forward for you in your top six, but, again, since we're looking for that ultimate edge as fans, we're always talking about upgrading. I know I am, and I know a lot of you are as well, and because of that, I feel like Namestnikov's name kind of gets lost in the conversation sometimes about how good and consistent that this team is, and when you look at the year that the Jets have had, a lot of it comes to the consistency that Vladislav Namestnikov has brought to that 2C spot, and I know that there's been moments where the chemistry has been up for question and whatnot, but I really do believe that he is a good player for this team and fits in well with this core. He's got chemistry with a lot of guys. He's effective, and he's been effective for us for a while. Like, when you go over and you look at Namestnikov's stat sheet, like I just did a second ago, and you look at his careers, like some of his best point totals in his entire career have come with the Jets. With Tampa Bay, his highest career total was 44 points back in 2017-18, and then you go to this year, he's already got 29 in 52 games. Last year he had 37 in 78 games, right? Even 20 games in 2022-2023, his first year with the Jets, he still put up 10 points. Like, he has always just fit in extremely well with the Jets, and he's always found chemistry regardless of where he's been in the lineup, and I think he's a very solid keep for this team going forward. I think he's the exact type of depth guy that you want to sign, and even, this year, I kind of forgot that Namestnikov needed a new contract because we're also focused about, RFAs in Velarde and, what's the whole Pionk situation, not to mention the big unrestricted free agent going into this year, and that is Nikolai Ehlers. What's going to happen with Nikolai Ehlers? I think now with that, we've seen Namestnikov being signed, I think that, hopefully Chevy can maybe shift a bit more to the bigger guys and, focus on keeping Ehlers, because I really still think keeping Ehlers is important, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I like this signing. I think it's fair value. Let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Check out all the links down in the comment section, description below. See you guys in the next one. Kick St. Louis's ass tonight. Let's go. It'll all be over.